In the dimly lit streets of London, where the fog clung to the cobbled stones like a shroud, there lived a man named Arthur Finch. Arthur was an honest businessman, a rarity in a city where deceit and cunning often reigned supreme. He owned a small grocery store on the corner of Ivy Lane, a humble establishment that had been in his family for generations. Arthur was a man of simple pleasures. He rose at the crack of dawn each morning, a habit he had cultivated from his father, who had instilled in him the value of hard work. The store had seen better days, but Arthur's dedication and honesty had earned him the loyalty of a small but devoted clientele. He knew each customer by name and greeted them with a warm smile. One bitterly cold winter's day, a young girl named Lily entered Arthur's shop. She was thin and shivering, her clothes ragged and torn. Her eyes held a mixture of hunger and desperation. She approached the counter where Arthur stood, arranging cans of beans on a shelf. "Excuse me, sir," she said in a small, trembling voice. "I don't have much, but I'd like to buy some bread, if you please." Arthur looked at the meager coins she placed on the counter and saw that they were barely enough to cover the cost of a single loaf. He could have easily taken advantage of her situation and charged her more, but his sense of fairness would not allow it. "Of course, my dear," Arthur replied kindly. He took the coins and handed her a loaf of bread. "This one's on the house. No one should go hungry in my shop." Tears welled up in Lily's eyes as she thanked him profusely. She left the store with the loaf of bread, her heart warmed by the generosity of a stranger. As the days turned into weeks, Arthur noticed that Lily became a regular visitor to his shop. She would always purchase a small item, no matter how inexpensive, just to show her appreciation. Arthur would smile and chat with her, making her feel welcome and valued. One evening, as the snow fell heavily outside, Lily entered the shop with a different look in her eye. She approached Arthur with a sense of determination. "Sir," she began, "I've been coming here because I was hungry and had nowhere else to turn. But now, thanks to your kindness, I've found work and a place to stay. I want to pay you back for the bread you gave me when I had nothing." Arthur shook his head gently. "No need, my dear. Helping others is its own reward." But Lily insisted. She handed him a small, carefully wrapped parcel. Inside was a beautiful, hand-knitted scarf, a product of her own hard work. It was a simple gift, but filled with gratitude and warmth. Years passed, and Arthur's grocery store continued to serve the community. His honesty and kindness endeared him to the hearts of all who knew him. Lily, too, thrived in her newfound life, but she never forgot the man who had shown her compassion when she needed it most. One summer's day, as the sun bathed Ivy Lane in a warm glow, Lily returned to the grocery store. She had a successful career and a family of her own now. "Arthur," she said, "I wanted you to meet my daughter. I've told her about the honest businessman who changed my life." Arthur smiled and extended a hand to the little girl. "It's a pleasure to meet you, dear." As they stood together in the store, 3 generations connected by a simple act of kindness, the legacy of the honest businessman named Arthur Finch lived on, a shining example of the enduring power of compassion in a world that sorely needed it.